which is the really fun, playful stage, the shamanic perspective. It is shape-shifting into the animal itself. And by shape-shifting into the animal, there's many layers to it. And there's a lot that it reveals when you do this. When you shape-shift into the mind of the animal, you start to be able to perceive the world as the animal perceives. You engage the senses like it senses. What is this animal sensing into? What is it listening for? What is it smelling? What is it tasting? And if you are willing to get down on all fours and try to move like the animal, like if you were to shapeshift in a bear, it has this kind of meandering kind of feel to it. How does it feel to move like bear, to sense like bear, to hear like bear? How does it feel? What is bear feeling the ground? How is bear feeling? Bear has those paws, fingers. What's it feeling for? Or like raccoon? Or if you come to be like deer, deer has this very gentle movement. It's sensing into its environment. It has a gentleness but an alertness to it. When you shapeshift into the animals in movement, in their senses, their mind, it will clue you in to how they are feeling and being in that moment, whether they feel safe. How sensitive or alert are they? What is motivating them in the present? Is it for food? Is it for shelter? Right? Is it to get to a certain location? Are they exposed? Or are they fairly safe in where they're at? How comfortable are they? Now when we go into the shamanic perspective of it, we come to where all animals have what we call medicine. They have their own consciousness, their own way of being in the world, and through their beingness and their way of moving through landscape, way of sensing, it often indicates messages and learnings that we are in need of. And that comes into the shamanic perspective that we are in the dreaming. We're awake in the dream, and everything is speaking to us. Everything is trying to indicate, one, like what is the landscape we are navigating through? And as these animals, these sacred others, reveal themselves, the plants and so forth, right, this is the mythic landscape of our dreaming, and they are cluing us in with how to navigate our present path. For example, when you look at like plants, like poisonous plants, typically the antidote grows right next to it. Now, you often find stinging nettle grows where sword fern grows. And if you get stung by stinging nettle, you could take the pores of sword fern and rub it on, and it will release the pain of the stinging nettle. Okay, so the same thing, when we're going through landscape, it both is telling us should we be cautious of, and yet what is the medicine that is cluing us on into our own psyche, in our own mindset, in our own hearts. So by shape-shifting into these animals, if it's a herd, what is its relationship within the herd? What are the roles within the herd? If it's a bear or raccoon or deer and they're greeting other animals, what is their greeting ritual? So there's so many layers to the aspect of shape-shifting. And one of the key elements of shape-shifting is really entering its senses and how it's moving through the landscape, its relationship with that landscape. And that will clue you into where it might be heading, where was it coming from, what is it looking for, what's motivating it. So it gives you those deeper aspects of the animal. And it's a lot of fun. Remember, one of the mindsets of the tracker is playfulness, curiosity, right? Have fun. Home. All right, everyone. I'll go out and have some fun. Home.